Yes, 2 months after he said he'd be stepping down, he finally did after the USC board met, and they've appointed one of their own in the meantime.
A closing of one chapter and the start of the next.
Interim USC President Wanda Austin speaking at this year's commencement for USC's engineering school. The USC alumna is a former president of the Aerospace Corporation and member of the USC board.
I think it's really special that she's a woman, and I loved seeing that she's very involved in engineering, in STEM, in technology. I think that's going to bring a really interesting dynamic.
She replaces embattled former President Max Nikias, who is accused of ignoring and at worst hiding a series of scandals plaguing USC that recently had 200 USC professors calling for him to step down. The most egregious, more than 200 women accuse former USC gynecologist George Tyndall of sexual misconduct. He worked at the Student Health Center for nearly 30 years.
We've heard complaints about this president for a while now, and it's only we're going into our second year of law school. So I think it's a good and positive change.
He apparently has known about this incident and has put that aside. So it's good that there's, change happening on campus.
Nikias faced a series of scandals. Dean of the medical school, Herman Palafido, was accused of using drugs even in his USC office. His replacement, Mohat Varna, accused of sexually harassing a researcher. USC settled for $135,000. And last week, USC asked the U.S. Attorney's Office to open a criminal investigation into a $100,000 donation from L.A. County Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas that helped his son get a professor job at USC. That money ended up in an account his son controlled. Board President Rick Caruso said finding a replacement should take 4 to 6 months. In a letter that was sent out to faculty members, alumni, he said a broad cultural change is needed at USC. He said even on the board, which is 59 members strong, very powerful, very wealthy, it's been accused of being too large and allowing Max Nikias to have too much control. Well, he doesn't anymore. Reporting live at USC, I'm Suzanne Marques. Back to you, Jeff and Susie.